forest was wrapped in a dense fog, a gray-violet twilight impossible to describe or recreate. There are no such colors on any palette, fragrant, black and terrifying, only it matched the gravity and brutality of my pursuers. I ran as fast as my legs could carry me, half blind, constantly glancing back over my shoulder. I stopped for a moment to catch my breath. I could hear them running, but I couldn't see them. Don't stop! I kept running, following the map! I was very close, but in that damn fog. Gunshots! Flares began to light up the sky above the treetops. Fortunately, far away from me. The target had to be very close, yet almost nothing was visible. Then I saw a tiny cottage wrapped in trees, cobwebs and moss. In a life-threatening moment when one should focus only on survival, my strange brain thought, what beautiful architecture for a house the size of 2 portable guard booths. I burst inside, a motion sensor light flicked on. The interior was filled with beautiful objects that drew the eye. Small 4-pane windows, little paintings, a wooden desk, a fireplace, ornaments, everything strangely small and untouched for decades, yet without any signs of aging. Where is this place? I searched for the black powder gun, a powder pistol, just as Arno had instructed me in the background. I could hear the officers running after me. I rummaged through tiny cabinets and drawers, but there was no weapon stop. It's already too late, I thought. I turned around and saw a beautiful little frog sculpture on the wooden wall. The frog was a small door set into the wall. There! I took out the weapon and loaded a cartridge marked with my name. Through the window I saw a soldier running in the distance. He stopped to aim and fire! First shot, he missed. I aimed slowly, for the first time in my life at another human being. Second shot, something rang sharply as the bullet ricocheted among the clutter on the desk, and I felt pain in my side. Now or never! I fired straight between his eyes! A ringing filled my ears after the shot, drowning everything else out! The soldier fell onto the moss like a puppet and vanished into black smoke after the black powder blast! At that moment, I heard the noise of an elevator. The entire cottage began to sink into the ground. At first slowly, then faster and faster above my head, I heard something like an airlock slamming shut, and I could see nothing anymore. I could only hear my own heavy breathing and the smell of smoke and the roar of the accelerating lift. I felt the pull of gravity, almost as if the elevator were falling from a high beta into weightlessness. I closed my eyes. That was when I saw her for the first time. Though from very far away, she sat upon her holy throne against a background of stars. They call it Hazel. It lasted perhaps several dozen seconds, maybe a few minutes. I don't know. The elevator began to brake violently, slowing more and more until the motion stopped completely. I opened my eyes as the elevator doors opened, and there I was, inside the small, drafty cottage.